welcome back to Makeup by Koren. In the following tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get an elegant, sophisticated wedding guest makeup look without too many steps or over-complicating the process. It doesn't have to be. And always a makeup artist, never a guest, but this time my dearest friend is getting married and this will be the look that I'll be sporting because I'm going to be doing makeup that day and I won't have a ton of time to get myself ready. So if you like this makeup look, stay tuned and I will tell you all how I achieve this look. Okay, so first step, we take a good moisturizer. This is a B complex. I squirt a bit on the back of my hand and I just work it into my face. You can either use your fingers or take it on a complexion brush. So next I take my exfoliator for my lips, which is a MAC Vanilla Scrub. And I just rub that all over my lips and I'll leave it on to be moisturized by the time it comes for lipstick. So my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer, love this stuff. And I take the yellow shade and I'm going to apply it with my concealer brush. And I'm going to use that as my eyeshadow primer. So I'll take it all over my lid and up to my brow bone. Then, same brush, same color, I will do my under eyes and then any red or blotchy spots that I have on my skin, I'll just take that brush over those as well. If you really want to conceal any blemishes or redness, the peachy color works really well to tone that down. Ooh, my favorite foundation right now, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation. You just need a little bit. This one's in the color Macadamia. Just squirt it on the back of my hand and on a Real Techniques foundation brush, you just lightly pat into the foundation and first I'll get it all over my face and then I'll go back and really start buffing that in using like a circular motion, and then your skin truly does really absorb it. We take our Laura Mercier translucent powder and on a tapered brush, we're going to take the F35 by Sigma. This works nice to really pick up the fine powder. And we're just going to set everywhere that we've already put our concealer. And I'm going to take it over my lids as well. And that just helps everything set up really nice. So to set the rest of the foundation, this is MAC Mineral Powder in Medium Plus, and just on a fluffy MAC brush, I'm going to brush that across the rest of my face. Now this is an eye cream shadow. So this is a Charlotte Tilbury and it's gorgeous. It's like a bronzy color. This one's called Bette. And what you'll do is just, it's so easy to apply. I just take it on my finger and you only need a teeny tiny little bit. And I'll start by the lid and I'll just gently work my way up a little bit into the crease. And on a 224, now this is just to blend out any lines from the shadow because we're actually not going to do any more than the cream. This will be plenty. And if you feel you want to go a little darker with your cream, you can always add more over top of what you've done. Now for brows. So I just basically take a spoolie and I'm going to use two colors today. So the Anastasia Brow Whiz in Taupe and Soft Brown. So first we'll take our unmanageable brow hairs and brush them all into one direction. And once we get that far, then we're going to go in with the Taupe color first. Now the reason I use two colors, the Taupe is what I use to fill in the front part of my brow where there's more brow hair, and where there's less, that's what I go in with a soft brown just at the tail part of my brow. Just helps it give a more natural look. And when you're doing this, follow your natural brow shape and just make small strokes just like hair strokes. After brows are on, this is the Charlotte Tilbury, my favorite eye kohl ever. This is Barabarella Brown, and I'm just going to actually take this across my entire upper lash line. If you look down into a mirror, it makes it so much easier to actually see what you're doing. And like I said, I'm just going to take this across my whole upper lash line. And for a softer look, I'm going to eventually, once I get this all done, smudge that out just with any kind of firmer bristle eye brush that you have. This one's a smudge brush by Sigma. And you'll just gently work that back and forth, and it just helps to smoke out the line. Best waterline pencil ever to stay on my eyes. This one right here. It's a MAC Studio Pencil in NW15 NC20, and it literally doesn't come off. And every other brush one I've tried, including adding shadows on top of them, they never work. That one works. So underneath eyes now, I'm gonna go in with the Chocolat Soleil by Too Faced. It's their bronzer. It's really cute on a flat brush. And that's what I'm going to use just to add some softness to my bottom lash line instead of anything harsh. So my favorite brow highlighter is the Manizer by Balm, and I just take that on a little dome brush. I'm just going to hit the brow line just to give a nice highlight, as well as my inner corners. Now, today we're experiencing contour, which can be kind of scary at first. So this is the KKW Beauty Contour Cream Contour Kit, and this is the one in light. So I'm going to take the darker of the contour stick, then I'm going to go in with the lighter one just at my hairline, and that's going to give a nice bronzy look of where the sun will hit your face. Where the darker color, that's what we're going to use to actually put some chisel into the face a little bit. And same with your nose, you want to run the darker color along the side. Same with at the bottom, you don't have to do that, but And I like to do it at my jawline as well. Now for the light part. So this is where they kind of work together. So this is the concealer color, I guess you would say. It's not sparkly, it's just a matte, light, liquidy finish to it when you're done. And you just want to hit the high points of your face with this one after. If that makes sense. So after you get this map drawn on your face, so you can either take a brush side or a sponge side. I like to take the brush part. Be careful not to mix the two colors together. You'll create muddiness and you'll totally lose the contour you're trying to do. Keep your contour so it's kind of going down and keep that lighter stuff so it's up. And you'll see once we get going. Be careful not to bring it too far across your face or else you'll look like you have 5 o'clock shadow. No kidding. So as you can see, it's already starting to come together a little bit. And you can kind of work it in with the sponge too. But like I said, be careful not to mix those together because the minute you do, you lose the contour that you're trying to get. So same thing along your nose, jawline, everywhere, just buff that in. If that's too much for you to use that, you can also go in, I'll show you how to do it with the damp beauty blender as well. So here's the damp beauty blender. You want to roll your beauty blender over your product, not smudge it back and forth because then you'll remove the product that you've just put on. Just be patient with it and just roll and it will eventually start to give you a nice bronzy look at the top of your forehead. And same with that lighter color. It'll help blend it all together. Now to bronzer. I like to set all of my contour that I've done in the darker shade with a nice powder bronzer and the same Too Faced chocolate Soleil that I used before, just on a fluffy brush. So again, hit exactly where you put that dark color and just really buff it out. Just help set everything and give it a nice finish. And remember, when you're doing the hairline, go right into your hairline. Looks more natural that way. So this is the cream highlighter that comes in the KKW kit. It's a really nice highlighter. So you just draw that on the highest points of your face, just gives it a nice contrast. You can even do your brow line. It's very nice. Same technique with the blender, roll it. onto blush. This is my Tarte blush in the shade Paaarty, which is one of my favorites. Again, just on that same fluffy brush we've been using, I just take it on the apples and just bring it across my cheek a little bit. I don't go too crazy, but I do love blush. Next, the Sweeetie Pie from Too Faced is the best thing ever. So you get your bronzer, your blush, and highlighter all in one, and it smells like peaches. Stuff's awesome. Again, same brush, just go directly over your blush that you've put on, and it really gives you a nice finish. Now for lashes, I'm using a Marc Jacobs mascara, one of my favorites. I don't have very many lashes, but this kind of puffs them up really nicely. So again, when you're curling your lashes, count how many times you actually pulse on each side so they're even. So when applying mascara, I tend to look down into a mirror. It's easier. I don't hit my lids or anywhere with the mascara. Keep it really concentrated on the roots, like really get it in there, and then pull the mascara up. You will find this technique helps separate every lash a lot better than just going very quickly sweeping across your lashes. Now that that's done, last we finish our lips. So I'm using like a nudie pinky lip liner, and I'll actually almost line my entire lip. It just helps the lipstick stay on, but I'm kind of going to go for a more ombre type of a lip, just because the pencil's a little darker than the nude lip that I'm going to use. So this is my lipstick, and it's the Kylie and Kim KKW Beauty, but it's in the color KIKI, and Kim is famous for her nude lipsticks. So like I said, I'm just going to concentrate it more on the mid-range of my lip, just so it gives a nice effect. They're all beautiful colors. There's 4 of them that comes in the pack. They're all quite lovely. Last step, always set my face with the Tatcha Dewy Spray. It's beautiful, it'll give you a nice glow, but it'll help your makeup last you all day. And there we have it. You just let the setting spray dry and you're good to go. So here we have our finished look. It's nice and bronzy but elegant, and you could wear this anywhere. And it wasn't too painful, too many steps to get here. So I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial, and thank you for tuning in as always. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and please like and subscribe to Makeup by Koren. Thanks guys, see you next time.